Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Dose. Yeah. Started from the mud, now you see us going up. Numbers never lie, now you see us blowing up. People used to front, now you see them showing up. So what's up? I've been down and out below. Keep it a buck, I don't.
Hey Scorpios, it's Purple Haze. I'm back to do the extended reading for you guys, like I said, so here I am. It is for those of you who are single, looking for love, those of you who are ready to find love, I should say. And it's a 5-card spread, so we're going to tap into whether you're ready for love and who is this person that you have your eyes on or that you are interested in, and basically what kind of potential that this person who is coming into your life, or whoever is already in your life, what is the potential of this so-called quote-unquote relationship or situationship. So you'll understand it more once I get into it. So let's get started right now. Your first card represents whether you're ready for love or not. And with the first card, you got the cornucopia card in reverse. Basically, Scorpios, you are frustrated. And you're feeling a little bit discouraged right now because you've been running into a lot of disappointments. Some of it is like kind of a back-to-back situation, but you've been feeling disappointed, which left you feeling insecure and discouraged. And for those reasons alone, I would say that you're not particularly ready to be in a relationship right now. There's a bit of a delay, and that's a part of why you are feeling frustrated and discouraged, because you've been disappointed so many times. So you're not even sure if you're ready for a relationship. And then with the second card, this card represents the person who you are interested in, or the person you are in a situationship in. So not necessarily a relationship, but somebody that you're talking to. This person is described to be someone who's unclear about you. They have this aura of them like leading you on, so to speak. So it's like they're feeling, with you, they feel like they're afraid of feeling stuck. And they make things unclear with you because it's like they're around, or they show interest in you, but at the same time, they're focused on something else, or they feel like they need to focus on other things. They're just afraid of feeling stuck right now, Scorpio. You're not too sure about them. Their emotions are unclear. This could be a part of the reason why you're frustrated. And then with the third card, that represents how you two will meet, or how you have already met. And it looks like this was planned. This wasn't something that was an accident. Something that you guys planned, or maybe something that you manifested already. So maybe this person is already in your life. So it's basically your move. It's like you were in control of the situation as far as how you met. It was all up to you. And then with the fourth card, this card is basically represents how the relationship, or the situationship, I would say, is. Like how do you feel about it? What are the characteristics about it, basically? And it seems as though with you two, you are in sync. It makes sense for you to be attracted to each other and to like each other. It makes sense for you to possibly be interested in this person. So it makes sense. It's just confusing as far as how this person feels. So, like, basically, I guess the way you've met and how you feel about each other is familiar. Like maybe you've met this person in a past life before, or I don't know, something like that. But whatever it is, it's like you two are in sync, and it's like you guys are in tune with each other. It just makes sense for you guys to be around each other. So maybe you were friends first, or maybe you are friends. And then with the fifth card, this is like what the situationship could potentially be. And with this card, like I said, because you two, mainly you, because you are still not, you're still frustrated, you're still dealing with disappointment from other people. It's causing a disconnect between you two. And you just feel like you need to follow. It's like you already have this intuition inside you that you want this to work, but your intuition says that you're not ready and this person isn't ready. You two are on the same page when it comes to not being ready. So I guess that's probably why you guys seem so in sync with each other, because it's like you have a lot in common because you two are in the same position. But because you two are in the same position, you're feeling frustrated and insecure right now. He's being unclear. He's feeling stuck and confused about it. There's a disconnect. You guys can never meet at that point where you can be on the same page as chemistry-wise. You're on the same page when it comes to friendship or when it comes to you guys both not being ready. But at the same time, it's causing a disconnect, and the only way you got to reconnect again is if there was genuine chemistry. And right now there's just a lot of frustration and confusion, Scorpios. By the way, for this reading I use the energy oracle cards, just to throw that out there. But yeah, so that's what I'm getting so far, Scorpios, for your Finding Love Singles reading. So now we're going to jump into your relationship love reading. So for the next reading is for those of you who are in a relationship, those of you who are falling in love. So Scorpios, let's see where you guys are going with that. Let me get a sip of water real quick. Okay. Scorpios, what is your relationship looking like? Those of you who are in love, this is for you. So we're doing the 5-card spread again. Now, with the first card, which is the 9 of Wands, this card represents you, Scorpio. So this one is all about you. And it looks like you are feeling exhausted within the relationship. So you're exhausted, yet strong. That's what this card is representing. You've been putting in a lot of effort, and you're continuing to put in a lot of effort because you want to keep pushing. So that's you as far as the relationship. And as far as your partner, which is the 2 of Swords, they are unsure about which option to take and which way to go, Scorpios. It's like they are still indecisive about where they want to be within a relationship. Not necessarily saying that they want to leave the relationship, but you guys could have possibly had this agreement where now they feel like, they're rethinking the whole subject. So they're unsure right now on which way to go and which option to take, Scorpios. That's how they're feeling. More confused, if anything. And then with your third card, this card represents you guys' past. Like, what was your past like before this situation? And you got the 2 of Cups. So basically, you guys had a deep connection in the past. It felt unconditional. It was genuine. It's what kept you guys together. And it still is unconditional. It still is a deep connection with you guys. So that's just how it was more of a stronger connection in the past, I guess. Or maybe the passion was stronger. And then currently, right now, Scorpios, you're trying to, basically you have the 7 of Swords, and you're focused on trying to prioritize what's important to you, Scorpio. So you're more so worrying about putting yourself first and prioritizing other things that are more important in this situation. You feel like that's the best thing for you to do. And then with your last card, which is the Moon in reverse, this card is basically how your relationship is towards the end of the month, towards the future. And there's a lot of anxiety and confusion with you two. You two have to release your emotions. Both of you have some deeper issues that you are keeping within. Maybe you don't want to bring it out because you don't want to make things more tense, but it's needed. And that's why you guys are experiencing so much anxiety and so much confusion, because you're not really speaking on what it really is between you two, Scorpios. But it seems as though you guys can get over this by just simply communicating and putting your emotions to the side and just figuring out what it is that you guys need to do. Your partner needs to figure out what decision they want to make. You know, they can't have it all, and you need to more so prioritize yourself, put yourself first more in this relationship. And once you guys do that, you guys will be okay. You'll go back to feeling like the Two of Cups, which is that deep connection, which is why I feel like this is not something that's going to easily break you guys apart, because you have that deep connection and it's unconditional. Um, yeah, Scorpios. So that's what I got for the relationship and those of you who are in love. So I wish you the best on that, Scorpios. And for your last reading, Scorpios, we're going to tap into any hidden messages that you need to hear, messages that stand out the most, and you need to figure out like what it means more and what's blocking you from understanding these messages. Why do you keep ending up with the same messages and the same cards, basically, Scorpios? And the first card basically represents the message that you need to pay attention to, the message that you need to learn pretty much the most out of these cards. So, and it's a repeating card, a card that often comes up. So, Scorpios, for your repeating card, you got the Lover's card in reverse, which basically it represents an imbalance in a relationship. So basically, Scorpios, the messages that you really need to pay attention to and the situations that you really need to keep your eye on is the differences between you and your partner. You guys need to clarify what you need from each other, and anything else that may be confusing to you, because it seems like the reason why you guys always end up with the reading in regards to disagreeing with a loved one or anything dealing with the lover of yours, someone that you care about. There's always an imbalance because you guys need to clarify what you need. Don't be afraid to speak up. Not only do you not need to be afraid of speaking your mind, but you also need to listen, Scorpios. So there's always an imbalance there between you and your partner. One person is probably over talking and the other one is not listening enough, and vice versa. And then with your second card, this card basically represents what's blocking you from understanding that first card, which was the Lover's card. What is causing this blockage? What is causing you to keep ending up in this same position, this same situation? And basically, you received the Hanged Woman card. No, it's not in reverse. Right side up. So you received the Hanged Woman. And basically, I think I've said this before to you, Scorpios. You're feeling stuck, whether it's you or your person. The reason why you guys keep coming up with this imbalance is because one person always feels stuck, indecisive about what they want. Like, someone needs to be more clear about what they want and what they need from the other person. So if that's you, Scorpio, you need to be more clear about what you want and stop being afraid of feeling stuck. And if it's not you, it could be a cross-watcher as well, Scorpios. But whoever it may be, the fact that you guys always end up in a situation where there's a decision that has to be made, it takes forever. It takes forever for you guys to come up with a decision when it comes to what's bothering you in the relationship. So you guys need to, the best way to unblock it, to unblock what's going on, when you jump into the next card, your third card, the best way to unblock it, which is the Princess of Swords in reverse, is to communicate. Communication, learning how to speak to one another, Scorpio. One of you guys is communicating your emotions, but you need to learn how to speak. And what I mean by that is, you might be displaying your emotions, but it might come off as you attacking someone, or it may come off as, well, your message is not being heard because of the way you communicate. So you need to learn, you or this person needs to learn how to speak their emotions in a more calm way to get that other person to understand. And then with the last card, this card is any hidden messages that you might have missed or you might not pay attention to enough. And with that one is the Six of Wands, and this is a validation card. So this is a good thing. It's like a happy ending. So basically, Scorpios, you guys are so focused on what's wrong, you're not looking at what's going right or what is right. But there is some victory here. Like I said, some validation. You, at the end of the day, you're going to be in this celebration mode. And that's something that you have to remember. Just because things are down right now doesn't mean it's always going to be that way. So with the Six of Wands, Scorpios, remember that if you keep pushing, like I think I said in one of the other readings, I think it was the love reading. If you keep pushing, Scorpios, you're going to get to where you want to be. You're so close. And it's funny how I did these separate readings, but most of your reading is surrounded with love. Even this reading is saying that your readings are always about love and what you need to do and your differences and you working out the differences. That's something that you probably struggle with, coming up with decisions, or maybe like I said, it could be the other person. But yeah, that's what I got for you guys, Scorpios. I hope you enjoyed the extended reading. You guys are my first extended reading. Yes, you're my first extended reading, so this was pretty interesting. So I will see you guys in the next reading pretty soon. Like I said, subscribe to the video for more readings for you guys. And even if you want to go and tap into, your person's reading, you can be a cross watcher as well. Just subscribe. There's going to be more content. I appreciate you guys coming through. Have a great August. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, Scorpios.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Dose. Yeah. Started from the mud, now you see us going up. Numbers never lie, now you see us blowing up. People used to front, now you see them showing up. So what's up? I've been down and out below.